There comes a moment in every person's life when you finally see someone for who they truly are. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. It's the moment you realize that forgiveness doesn't always bring peace. Sometimes it brings the same pain right back into your life. The Stoics never taught us to forgive endlessly. They taught us to understand human nature, to read patterns with clarity, to stop expecting honesty from people who have repeatedly shown that their loyalty is selective, their apologies are temporary, and their behavior is predictable. Today's message is not about bitterness. It's about wisdom, the kind you only earn through experience. By the end of this video, you'll understand why there are certain kinds of people the Stoics would never allow back into their inner circle, not because of hatred, but because protecting your peace is an act of virtue. Let's begin. In the ancient world, forgiveness was not a weakness. It was a strength of character, a discipline, but it was never meant to be unconditional. Seneca said something that most people forget. It is equally a virtue to know whom to forgive and whom to avoid. Some people apologize simply to restart the cycle of hurting you again. And the Stoics warn us to pay attention not to their words, but to their patterns. The first kind of person who's dangerous to forgive is the one who betrays trust with ease, as if loyalty is disposable. You've seen this person in your own life, the one who turns your vulnerability into gossip, who exposes your private truths for entertainment or advantage. A Stoic forgives the past, but never ignores repeated betrayal, because betrayal isn't an accident, it's a behavior, and behavior rarely changes. Then there's the person who refuses responsibility for anything. They twist every situation until they become the victim, and you become the villain. Marcus Aurelius taught that humans naturally err, but refusing to acknowledge those errors is a deeper character flaw. When someone constantly shifts blame onto you, you end up carrying emotional burdens that were never yours. That's not forgiveness, that's captivity. Letting them back in only resets the pattern. Next comes the person whose life is constant chaos, and somehow their chaos always becomes your problem. Their mistakes become your emergencies. Their lack of discipline becomes your responsibility. Epictetus warns that the worst slavery is the one we walk into willingly. And some people enslave you not with force, but with endless crises. You forgive them 100 times, and 100 times you're the one left exhausted. There's also the person who manipulates your kindness because they know you're compassionate. They drain your time, your energy, your generosity, always asking, always taking, never reciprocating. Yes, the Stoics believed in compassion, but compassion without boundaries is self-destruction. A manipulator doesn't need forgiveness, they need distance. And finally, there is the person who is nourished by your discomfort. They don't celebrate your wins. They don't support your growth. They downplay your feelings, mock your struggles, and subtly enjoy your setbacks. They may not admit it, but their actions reveal everything. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." Surround yourself with people who darken your spirit, and eventually you'll lose your light. Forgiving someone who delights in your pain isn't noble, it's self-abandonment. So what do? You don't hate them. Hatred ties you to the wound. You don't seek revenge. Revenge ties you to the story. You simply detach, quietly, calmly, and completely. Forgiveness, in Stoicism, is not a ticket back into your life. It is a release from emotional chains. It is choosing clarity over confusion. It is choosing self-respect over repeating the same lesson. Your peace is rare. It took years of pain, experience, and growth to earn it. Why hand it back to someone who has only ever shown you they don't value it? Forgiveness is a gift. Access is a privilege. And not everyone deserves both. If this message opened your eyes or brought clarity, then this is your sign to protect your inner world like a fortress. Walk with discernment, hold your standards high. And remember, you cannot control who others choose to be, but you can control who you allow near your soul. And if this video resonated with you, don't keep it to yourself, share it with someone who might need a little Stoic wisdom in their life. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on more thought-provoking content like this. Together we'll keep exploring, the timeless lessons that make us stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Thank you for watching. And remember, sometimes the most powerful thing you can say is nothing at all. See you in the next video.